This is how I saved my first $1,000 as a 19-year-old kid who didn't have a clue how money worked. Now, I'm going to take you back to the year 2018. In May, I finished up my freshman year at Slippery Rock University, and I decided that college was not for me because I wanted to chase my dreams of being a professional rapper and musician. So I dropped out of school. I packed my things up, I threw them in the back of my Subaru, and I drove back home to start a new life, to try and figure out this whole music thing. But I had one major problem going back home, and it is that I didn't have any money. I was flat broke. In fact, during my freshman year of college, me and my buddy used to send Cash App referral codes to our friends and family members and other people on campus to try and make some money just so that we could smoke. That's how down bad we were. So once I got back home, I knew I had to find a job immediately. I had to find something to do to put some money in my pocket. Now, my cousin told me he could get me a job at the Olive Garden. I didn't really want to work there, but I decided, I guess I ain't got nothing else. So I walked in, did the interview, and got the job. They didn't have any spots waiting tables, but they told me that I could at least host. So I started making $9 an hour hosting at the Olive Garden. Yeah, a whole $9 an hour. Now, even though it wasn't a lot of money, it was good to see something coming in. Unfortunately, I didn't seem to value it that much because I pissed it away as soon as I got it. I was dating this chick at the time. We were going through some issues. I was taking her out to eat. I was going to concerts. I was still smoking. So that $9 an hour went pretty quickly. And in fact, I found myself in debt after me and her eventually broke up. And the funny thing is, right after we broke up, I went on a vacation with my friend's family that changed my life. One night, whenever me and my other buddy were really drunk down on the boardwalk, I ended up falling flat on my face and messing up the right side of my head. I was cut up like crazy. And it was the next morning, whenever I was dealing with a massive hangover and all the pain on my face, that I realized I had to get my life together. I had to start making more money and I had to start saving it. So immediately upon getting back home, I decided to look for another job. And lucky me, I found one at Macy's in the Ross Park Mall. They were hiring seasonal employees on the dock. I didn't really care what I was doing. I just knew that I needed to make more money. Now, they were looking to give me $8.50 an hour, $9 an hour for the season, but I told them I needed at least 11 or 12. So they gave me $12 an hour. And they said, you can have as much time as you want. We're going to be busy as hell this winter. So I said, bet. I'm gonna work all the time. So I started working 6 days a week at Macy's, doing 8 to 10 hour shifts. And then 2 or 3 days a week, I would still work at the Olive Garden, doing 4 or 5 hour shifts. And after just 1 month of working this schedule, I was able to save $1,000. Now, I don't wanna make it sound too easy because there were a couple factors that allowed me to do this. First and foremost, I was living at home at the time. This was a big deal. I wasn't paying for rent. I wasn't paying for utilities, gas and electric. I was chipping in here and there to help out, but it certainly wasn't like I'm doing now because I'm on my own, 25. However, even if I was living on my own, I still could have done this. It just would have taken a longer period of time. I'd say it probably would have taken 3 to 4 months instead of a month. Now, with that being said, the biggest thing that really helped me, and this applies to you even if you're living in your own space, paying for your own bills, is that since I was so busy, I didn't have time to spend my money. It really was that simple. I didn't have time to go anywhere or do anything. I was working 60 to 75 hours a week, training in the gym every day, writing music every day, and sleeping. That takes up your whole week. When your whole week is taken up, you don't have time to go to Chipotle. You don't have time to spend money on designer items. You don't have time to spend your money on anything. So you just naturally end up saving a larger percentage of it. That's how I was able to save my first $1,000, and I have continued to keep these same principles in my life over the past 6 years. And it's allowed me to build a much greater net worth, but most importantly, it's given me the foundation to continue to build wealth, even if things get more difficult in the economy, if it's difficult to make money through business, or if prices continue to go up like crazy, like they're probably going to. And that's the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video. Building wealth is about building principles. It's about learning fundamental skills and instilling fundamental habits that you can translate wherever you go in life. No matter what job you work, no matter who you're living with, no matter where you're living, as long as you instill the fundamental habits and build the fundamental principles within your life that build wealth, you will start getting wealthier by accident. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, and this certainly isn't going to make you a 100 millionaire or a billionaire, but it will put you ahead of the 99% that are out of shape, broke, and depressed. I hope this helped, and if it did, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the page for more content like this. And until next time, much love, peace. It's the New Da Vinci. Keep hustling.